Hi everyone, welcome back to another Fat for Weight Loss video. Today, I want to share with you a fantastic giveaway that we are going to be doing, and I'll get into the details in a second, but this is going to be a little bit different. I've got some meals here. What are these meals? What are we doing? So part of the giveaway is that we're giving away $200 worth of Nourish'd meals and $200 worth of essentially keto snacks. So if you enter the giveaway in the description down below, you will go into the draw to win $200 worth of each of those. But I really want to jump into exactly what they are and why I think this might be useful for you. So we have recently had a little baby girl, and she's 7 months old now. So I just really don't have time to do much cooking from scratch anymore. A lot of our cooking, she started solid, so we're definitely focusing on the cooking for her. But when it comes to us, it just sometimes gets a bit hard. What's for dinner? So I don't know, just grab one of those things from the freezer. So that's where I see these frozen meals fitting into your lifestyle. Nourish'd are a great company. They do meal preps that don't have any preservatives. They try and optimize for their particular types of ingredients. For instance, they use a lot of free-range chicken where possible, or nitrate-free bacon, and they just really taste great. And I think there's lots of other meal prep companies out there who use so many preservatives and so much sugar and just lots of not good ingredients. So that's why I love Nourish'd. Essentially keto are much the same. So they do keto snacks, they do low carb cookies, they do fat drops, and they do keto bars, and they really optimize for good quality ingredients. I think that is great, and we're seeing a really big movement for a lot of companies in the keto space now who are optimizing for really good ingredients. Where these meals sort of fit into your lifestyle, I think that these are great lunch and dinner options, and I still think cooking from scratch is really important. I still think the ability to be able to cook is really important. You don't want to be relying on meal preps and then going back to whatever when you're not following a ketogenic diet. You want to be able to build some of these into your routine so that they are helpful when you don't have much time, but they are also supplementing your cooking as well. So you don't want to be relying 100% on these. I do think that they have a place, but just not in an everyday sort of style. What this video is going to cover is I want to show you some recipes that you might be able to do for breakfast that can fit into maybe a day that's really, really busy. And so you can just take these along with you for lunch and dinner, depending on where you are, depending on where you're going. If you are really strapped for time, then these options are going to be fantastic for you. So let's not waste too much more time. Remember to jump ahead into the description and enter the giveaway. That is going to be $200 worth of Nourish'd meals and $200 worth of essentially keto low carb snacks. I really don't want you to miss out on that one, but let's get into the recipe videos and let's get into some of how these recipes taste. Let's do it. Let's start with the honey mustard chicken. Now this one is slightly higher carb just because it has a little bit of honey in it, but it's still only 7 grams for the medium size, and then it's got 13 grams for the large size. So this one has chicken thigh, broccoli, green beans. It has a honey mustard sauce, which is coconut cream, water, brown onion, almonds, a little bit of honey, apple cider vinegar, ghee, mustard powder, salt, pepper, and turmeric. Now this one really tastes a lot like mustard and coconut cream, but the chicken is delicious, and it's a really balanced, well regulated flavor. So even if you're someone who really didn't like the taste of mustard, I think this one would still be definitely appropriate. It's a double thumbs up for me. This one, I really like this one. So the next recipe I want to try is the beef cheek Ragu. Now this one has 10 grams of carbohydrates in the large version, and then I think it's 6 grams in the medium version. So perfectly suitable for a low carb ketogenic style macro split. This one came out still a little bit frozen in the middle after 4 minutes in the microwave, so I threw it in for an extra minute and it came out really well. The beef cheeks and the cauliflower and the tomato in this are delicious. It's also got a little bit of carrot and red onion, some red wine in there, celery, olive oil, garlic, salt, and pepper. The cauliflower rice, super delicious. This recipe, I would happily eat this every single lunch for an entire week. As you can see, I probably went a little bit too crazy with the tasting. I just thought, oh, that beef is just, so good. Thumbs up. So the next recipe is the Portuguese chicken. Now this one is the lowest carbs of them all. This one has 5 grams of carbs, and this is a large serve, so it has about 3 grams for the medium serve. So easily fitting into your ketogenic macros if you're trying to keep your carbs really low. The cauliflower rice has bacon in it and it is so good. So the whole recipe's got cauliflower, free-range chicken, broccoli, nitrate-free bacon, paprika, ghee, cumin, pimento, cinnamon, nutmeg, and pepper. This one was delicious. So this would be a great breakfast option if you are someone who is on the go. You don't have to cook it. It's not like bacon and eggs. I've tried to steer very clear of that one. So we've got 100 grams of yogurt, about 40 grams of cream or thickened cream here in Australia, or pure cream, or whatever cream you can find. Then it's also got a scoop of your favorite protein powder that goes into that mixture, and you mix it all around. This is this is a recipe that a lot of my clients use, a lot that I use a lot too, and it is delicious. The sweetness comes from, depending on what sort of protein powder you use, you can flavour it any way you want. Adding some strawberries on top there. This could either be breakfast, this could be dessert. This is one of those sort of like flip-flop meals where you can have it at any time of the day. And it's a great way to piece together as many fat and protein macros as you've got left for the day, and then adding some sweetness with that strawberry in there too. If keeping it low carb is the biggest priority for you, then I would highly recommend doing some form of bulletproof coffee. So this is one I love doing a lot. So you've got some butter. We've also got a shot of espresso coffee. We're adding in some hot water in there. I've got my Optimum blender, setting that to low. And you want to make sure that you're not using a bullet blender if you're blending hot liquids like this, just because it has the potential to explode. You want to keep that open. And the best part about a blender like this is you can slowly add your favorite protein powder to this drink. So then it becomes a fully rounded breakfast. It's not just a huge fat bomb. And it's super creamy. It's delicious. That protein powder gives it some really good froth in there as well. The whole drink is a perfect breakfast option, and this one will keep your carbs really, really low because there's very little carbs in the entire drink. Really only what's coming from the protein powder, if you decide to put it in there as well. So again, Nourish'd is a fantastic company who are doing no BS meal prep. They don't have any preservatives, they don't have any ingredients that aren't optimal. So if you're looking to substitute meal preps where you're not able to do the cooking, then I think some of these meals are fantastic, and they have low carb options, they have higher carb options if that's your style as well, or maybe if someone else in your household isn't keto, they are a really great option. And essentially keto, they do really, really good low carb snacks. I have tried so many of their bars in the past, and I just think that they are super delicious. Keep them in the fridge and they will be the best snacks ever. Now, some of the recipes that I've showed you in this video are going to be great substitutes for breakfast, and if you're really lacking time, then these are going to be useful for you for lunch and dinner. Again, jump ahead and check out some of my other meal prep videos if you are looking for recipes that you can make from scratch, that you can also build into your lifestyle as well. Good luck with the giveaway, and I'll be talking to you very soon.